Let's learn how to add ribbing to a finished garment. In this video, I'm adding a ribbing to my sleeve, and I've crocheted a row of single crochets. For my ribbing, I'm also using a hook one size smaller than the one I used for the garment. But that is entirely up to you. We start with a slip knot. That means a circle with a yarn and a loop inside our circle. And then we insert our hook inside any stitch of the last row of our sleeve, like so. We insert the hook through the loop as well. We pull the yarn gently to adjust, and then we pull through the stitch. Then we make a chain the length we'd like our ribbing to be. I happen to chain 6 chains. I chain 1 extra to give my first row some height, and then I single crochet in each chain until I reach the end of the row. It's very important to add a stitch marker in the first and the last stitch of the row so we don't get confused. When we finish with our single crochets of the chain, we slip stitch into the next stitch of the sleeve, like so. And then we slip stitch again into the next stitch, like so. So we've got 2 slip stitches into 2 new stitches. Let's add our stitch marker in our last single crochet. Now to move on to row 2, we turn our work, and it's very important to note that we push our working yarn behind our work, like so. And then we carry on with row 2 with single crochets in the back loop of every stitch from row 1. When we finish with row 2, we chain 1 extra, that's our turning chain. We turn our work around and we single crochet in the back loop only until the end of row 3. We repeat row 2 and 3 until we reach the end of our ribbing, and when it's time to finish our work, we cut our yarn, we pull our yarn through, and then we use a darning needle to sew the 2 edges. Our last step is to weave the ends. And we just learned how to add ribbing to our garment. Well done!